Yeah, look, I mean, the reality is marketing is completely different now than it used to be. I remember when Google Ads first came out, you used to be able to get clicks for a pay. For high competition keywords, maybe 5 cents per click. Um, I think we all remember you used to be able to, you know, get a lot of followers for your business Facebook page, and then you could write a post, and most of your followers would see that post. You used to make tiny little tweaks to your site's SEO and jump up in the rankings, and all of that's gone. I mean, those days are behind us. It's not a bad thing, but we have to recognize that marketing has completely changed. So about 60% of Google searches now banned with no clicks at all. It's on mobile, it's almost 80%. Most people are getting their answers right on the search results or from Google AI responses. Organic click-through rates have fallen through the floor. Um, the average, if you want traffic from ads, now it's going to be $5 a click. In some industries, 10 or even $20 a click. Um, if you have 1,000 followers on your Facebook page, now your post might get 13 views, 14 views. I mean, it's 1.37% of your followers are even going to see your post, let alone comment or click through to your site. So those engagement rates are way down. And then on top of that, you've got massive changes in privacy laws. You've got the cookie pop-ups, you've got ad blockers, you've got people going to ChatGPT for answers instead of Google. Um, so marketers now lose about 25% of their tracking data. So it's harder than ever to measure what's working and what's not working. So the landscape has totally changed. Now, there are things that work today. And so we follow basically four principles. Number one, your online presence is multi-channel now. It's not just about optimizing your website. You've got to optimize your website, your Google business profile / Google Maps listings. Um, you've got to optimize your social media profiles. We've got prospects that will call or communicate with us directly through chat or text without ever even going to a website. So you really need to be aware of all of these different points of presence online. Number two, with traffic costs as high as they are now, you have to just make sure that your lead capture and lead nurture process are dialed in, because you can't afford to lose any of that traffic, right? So you've got to have, website chat widgets. You've got to have after hours AI receptionists. You've got to have fully automated lead nurturing processes, so that you're making the most out of every single visitor. And then principle three, you've got to look at these ongoing signals. So a couple of years ago, there was an internal leak from Google that showed a lot of their actual ranking factors, and you need to be aware of those. So fresh reviews, timely responses. You've got to be making regular updates to your Google business profile, like posts and stuff. You need to actually be getting traffic to your business profile and to your website. Google's looking at traffic measured by Chrome. So many people use Chrome and they know what websites they're visiting. Most websites have Google Analytics. Um, Android users, like Google, has really clear insight into the websites people are visiting. They're clicking. You've got to have citations across, directories across the web, Yelp, Apple, Bing, Yelp pages, things like that. That data's got to be aligned. It's got to be, unified across all these different sites. You need to be active on social media. But you have to have actual engagement. It's not just about cranking out content. For a few years, it was about cranking out content, but anyone can do that now. I can with ChatGPT or Gemini, I can crank out 1,000 articles this week. So now you have to be engaged and show that you're like have personality and a good business. And then the last thing is just adaptability. We can't get too solidified in previous approaches, previous processes. So you got to be ready to adapt it and change your strategy on the fly. So we've proven these strategies, through hundreds of real world campaigns, healthcare, med spas, retail, automotive, software, the businesses that connect other channels, that capture every lead, that nurture them through automation, are the ones that are growing despite all the shifting algorithms and rising traffic costs. So what we do with our site and our business is we take people through a fairly comprehensive, we call it a quiz. It's like a survey, just to get a really clear picture into the state of their business, the state of their online presence. We really want to understand, where they're at, where they're trying to go, what they've tried, what hasn't worked well. So it takes about 3 minutes probably to take the whole thing. But then we can show you where you're strong, where you can improve, and what the strategy should be and what you should practice there. So